Alright, get ready to film here. Let's see. Does the shot look good? Oh, it doesn't look quite right. There we go. That's better. Okay, so, welcome to my rap video. Today we're talking about GoPros, more specifically action cams, but people know what GoPros are, so that's why that's in the title. I am really annoyed by this trend of late of using GoPros or just any action cam or, you know, like fisheye lenses in, like, actual narrative media. It's really annoying to me, and it's just a quality thing. It's just a nitpicky quality thing. The first time I ever noticed it was in the barrel scene in, I think, the second Hobbit movie, where they're just constantly cutting between these wides of all of the, you know, the adventurers, the dwarves and the Bilbos and such going down the stream in the barrels. They're cutting between those and like these action cams that are so haphazardly edited in and put on to the barrels to show like close-ups of their face like it's a YouTube video or something. And it just looks so amateur and unprofessional to me. It for me, and I don't know if this is just because I know those cameras and I know what they look like. So it's just jarring to go from one to another. I don't know if that's just a oh, I know that, so obviously I'm gonna notice it, and it might degrade the experience for me, and like the layman might not, who doesn't work in this field might not notice it, but I feel like it's so jarring that they might not be able to place why it's bad or it's noticeable, but they definitely notice that something weird is going on. And that's really what it comes down to for me, is I don't like the effect purely because it looks amateurish. I've seen it done in some of the DC CW shows. I've seen it done in The Flash a few times, specifically when like somebody is thrown, like if Barry or someone like hits someone and they're thrown close towards the ground. Like if I punched someone that way, there would be like a camera like down catching like an upskirt shot almost of the person falling, and it just cuts to it for like 10 seconds, or probably not even that, like 2 seconds. Like they never linger on those shots, almost as if to say they know that they look bad, or maybe the person editing it knows that they look bad, but they had directorial mandate to be like, you better put that GoPro shot in there or I'm gonna kill you. I want the action in it. And most of the time they don't even like the resolution differences are staggering enough, but they don't remove the fisheye effect most of the time from what I remember. And it just adds another layer of weirdness to the change between like these like cinema cameras that cost tens of thousands of dollars to an action cam that probably cost them maybe 500. I don't think they make like cinema grade action cams. If they do, they don't look like the ones that are giving the shots that I'm complaining about. Like obviously you don't have to use the same camera, the same lens, the same everything for consistency. It has to make sense. It has to look good in that transition. Whereas most of the time in these shots, I feel like it doesn't look good. I feel like it's just so jarring that I don't enjoy it. I think there is something to be said for it. You don't want the equipment you're using to get in the way of your story. So if there is this very sudden, very stark change in resolution and like the just the look of the entire scene is changed for 2 seconds, your audience is going to be like, whoa, what the fuck, what just happened? What's going on? Where am I? It's similar to a rule in editing that you should never cut very jarringly between a dark scene and a light scene. This is, I guess it's a directorial thing as well. Just, you shouldn't go from all black to all white in like instantly with a one frame transition. That's usually why crossfades are used, or just in directing. Like sometimes, for example, if you want to go from a dark scene to a light scene, maybe you start in an alley with the transition. So your character, they do this in Birdman a lot, where your character is going inside to outside. There's not just a cut. There's no cuts in Birdman, but they will follow the main character. They will follow Michael Keaton in and out of places that transition between a dark scene and a light scene. It's the same thing for transitioning between a cinema camera and a GoPro. If you want to use that, like, as your main camera for a while, transition to it. Don't just show it for 2 seconds and then be like, well, that's fine, never show that again. It's bad. I don't like it. It's amateurish. Speaking of which, I'm gonna... there we go. That's better. Thanks for watching this very GoPro ranty episode. Tomorrow is the penultimate episode of No Break November. I don't remember what I'm talking about. I think it's comic book marketing is what we are ending these types of videos on. But then the day after, on Thursday? No, Friday? I don't know. I don't know how this works. Yeah, Thursday. It will be the Earth 65 video, an episode of the show with issues that I'm very excited for. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow for comic book marketing, and then on Thursday for Earth 65. Bye-bye!